So that's how they learn to accept being asked to do things from our aides. Just doing a recap here on this mare that we filmed her just a minute ago, where she was wanting to go through my legs and avoid going forward, and she wanted to be heavy on the bridle and just real defensive. And it's pretty typical of horses that don't feel like there's any relief. They learn how to do whatever they need to do to get their human counterpart to quit doing what they're doing. So even though she came through and she got where she had understanding, she knew where she could go get some relief, if she gets placed back into a situation where she gets reminded of how prior humans had ridden her, she's going to go right back to the defensive mode and right back to pushing on boundaries and going through boundaries instead of yielding to them, as you see her doing right now. I'm just asking her to move to the right, looking where she's going, and her leg yield there. Now I'm going to ask her to turn around to the right here. As she's turning, she's in complete freedom. I ask her to move to the left here. Leg yield to the left. There we go. Now I'm going to ask her to turn to the left. While she was leg yielding, while she was turning, she was in complete freedom. So when she felt my boundaries come on, she knew that all she had to do was think and respond away from what she was feeling. I got here, I've asked her to leg yield to the left, so all she got to do is respond from my left seat bone. She got to respond, or to my right seat bone, and respond to my left rein, and keep stepping away. And when she makes each step is in complete freedom. So that's how they learn to accept being asked to do things from our aides. I got my leg on and she moved her hip, there was an end point. So every step that they take away from what they're feeling from my aides has to come with it complete release, or they're going to get frustrated and stand up and fight with you. She's right now, she's tight right here in her rib cage just a little bit. So if I move my right leg there just a little bit and got her to soften up, then those steps were in complete freedom, and she had put the release in them herself. All I'm doing is just directing her around, not in any one. Feel an aid, letting her step away from my aid, and letting her find the complete freedom on the other side of it. So at this stage where she's at, I feel like this is the best thing I could do for her, is just let her have these nice easy rides and not ask a whole lot of her, but yet ask her to do a lot. Doesn't have to do any thinking. I'm asking her to move laterally while she's going forward, and to get soft, to yield to boundaries, and hold her body in a position that's comfortable. So it's not a lot to ask of one physically, but mentally that's a lot to ask of one. So when I accomplish that response, and she gets, you're just bracing there just a little bit on my hand, not much. When she gets soft, she's not soft just yet. There it is right there. And then let her have that freedom. Then she's going to be real happy to do whatever I ask her to do, as long as I don't remind her of prior experiences. prior experience is going to trigger a learned response in her push through a boundary. So the responsibility lies with the person sitting on a horse like this. It isn't the horse that's got to do that much changing, but it's how we present ourselves to a horse like this so that they can come through and have a better life.